So in this bull market, it's not just about buying assets, it's not just about buying coins or loading up your wallet with a shit ton of assets that won't do well in this bull run. You want to ensure that in the 2025 bull market, you are buying assets or altcoins that will do well in a short period of time. And the reason is this: with the inauguration of President Donald Trump and the whole influx of coins, assets that we've seen in the last few months and few years in the crypto industry, it becomes a bit hard to have a whole list of assets do well in a short period of time. Very well, because the fact that liquidity is something that at this point in time in the crypto industry rotates. So very well, we do not have a scenario where there is so and so amount of money that's being poured into these industries new and afresh over time. Basically, we are experiencing a round trip. You imagine, you can see it play itself where the Donald Trump launched a meme coin just before his inauguration, and after the delivery of the meme coin, funds were pulled out from the back end and used to start up the Melania meme coin or meme token project. That is a scenario that I am using to share to you how or what will most likely be happening in this incoming bull market. So now, why am I sharing this as the start of this discussion? It is because oftentimes crypto enthusiasts, traders, investors want to buy assets that will make them gains in a long period of time. But the truth is, the bull market is a short-lived period in the crypto industry. So you are very much not going to cling your emotions to projects and assets that their time will be up in a jiffy. So very well, you want to take calculated trade actions, proper investment decisions, ensuring that your hard-earned money doesn't go to the bin. Your time is not wasted waiting 1, 2, 3, 4 years to be able to understand or to be able to yield proceeds from the materials or assets that you bought. Now, another thing is you probably do not have the knowledge, expertise, and time or skill set to even find altcoins that will win, not to talk of finding altcoins win in a short period of time. Well, over here today, congratulations, because spending the next few minutes of your time watching this video will very much give you the secret strategy guide to be able to perform basic fundamental research and analysis by yourself, understand the core nitty-gritty process that goes into overviewing or analyzing an asset with little or no expertise or technical understanding or knowledge. Now, over here today, that you are aware of what we are here to do, a little introduction into myself. Well, this is Divine Crypto, and I am a crypto trader, enthusiast, and blockchain advocate who has spent the last 6 years learning about the crypto trading blockchain industry and is currently building Divine Trader, of Nigeria's biggest go-to platform, providing proper educational service to members of the Nigerian populace and also providing financial products and service for persons who would want to convert crypto assets to Naira. And on this discussion over here today, I will be walking you through the guides, the strategic fundamental research process. It's not just any fundamental research process. Fundamental research, technical analysis, and all of those are very much dense topics that need proper time to attend to. All right, what I'm about to walk you through is a simple step-by-step process that you can use to find altcoins that will win in a short period of time, just like I have done, or just like I did earlier on when I called out Floki few months ago, and in about few weeks we saw it doing about 20%. Called out FET, and in about few weeks also we saw it doing about 15% and stuff like that. So what I'm sharing to you is not a jargon, is not a technical breakdown. It is simply a very, very, very easy process that you can take, showing you certain strategies, tools, and places, platforms where you can fetch out information that will be very much helpful to your trade decisions. Over and on this discussion, I'll be walking you through a theoretical process on the need knows about performing fundamental research and analysis, and we'll delve head on into proper practical guides and presentations of these structures or areas that we've learned, applying them and learning how we are supposed to use them and use them to the best of their ability. All right, first things first, I'd like to share my screen. All right, so let's get into it. First things to note, this compilation that you are watching is made free courtesy of Divine Trade Hub, as this is a stem up material from the 10x Autism workshop, which was a practical educational workshop we had in the year 2024, providing guides on how to 10x your income in this bull run through fundamental analysis and performing basic market research by yourself. So over here, I'll be sharing with you a walkthrough theoretically, making you understand some of the concepts that needs to be stuck in your head as an analyst, or when you are even doing your baseline research. Now, first on the list is finding gems with 10x potential. How do you find gems with 10x potential? Well, when it comes to the whole crypto market research, you cannot underplay the act of doing due diligence and understanding certain fundamentals of the projects that you want to buy into, because let's be honest, every asset that you are buying into, except you're trying to just buy a meme token, a meme coin, which is something that's very much not advised if you actually want to conservatively grow your funds in this bull market. Well, here are some key factors to consider. First is the project fundamentals. Understanding that every project, every token, every asset that you buy has a purpose, a utility, a use case, is something that will help you in your trading decision. So now you have to evaluate the project's purpose, its technology, and the potential use case to understand if this asset is very much important. And here is a pro tip. This is 2025. Look into assets that have mentions and use around AI, real world assetization, and smooth decentralization, because in 2025 for this year has a different that of the last year. Last year we saw, sorry, the last bull market we saw going into the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, where persons were doing a lot of numbers with meme coins. But in this year, with the pro-Trump, or the Trump administration being a pro-crypto administration, and with Trump also stating to make US the capital of crypto and looking to embark and engage into keeping documents, records, and public funds transparently recorded on the blockchain on all through his administration. This is something that should tell you very well that, okay, where are these industries looking into. So that would be around the first areas or first places where you would want to perform your baseline research around to ensure that the projects that you are buying for this incoming bull market are revolving around that industry. Next, you want to check the team and the advisors, research the team expertise and their experience and persons who are part and parcel of that entity. What has been their previous track record? Have they been able to deliver? Have they been able to do well? Then next is community and support. This is something that would have not been important in the last bull market, but in this current bull market, it is 100% important. The place of community. Why? Because we now live in an era where I think Elon Musk on Twitter said, "You are the media now." That is to say, every individual has prowess, has power. The social media platforms, the rise of these digital apps, and all of those is literally giving power to the people. And the importance of that is one thing that I would also share at the end of this video, or most likely when I go into the practical walkthrough of what I'm sharing over here today. Why? Because you and I over here are the same humans over there or various other places around the world that are also buying these assets. So if the community sentiment or the sensation around it is cracking, then that might be what you want to call a red flag to look out for in these assets. Then next is tokenomics, understanding the project's supply, distribution, and the mathematical the mathematical economics between these assets, things around market cap, things around supply, things around circulation, assets in circulation, token bond, and some of all of this information is what you want to also involve yourself in. And please, we are doing a lot of talking here. We're just doing cho for this first sect of this discussion so that you are in understanding with what I will be mentioning when we delve into a little bit of practical. So very much, please pay attention to some of all of these things. Next is partnerships and collaborations. Why? Because you understand that as a project, you know the saying, only one man cannot make a convoy. So if you actually would want to push your narrative to broader perspectives, you need partnerships, you need collaborations, you need to work with other persons. So you have to be sure that the projects that you are buying into are avidly partnering and collaborating with like-minded projects for adoption and growth in the crypto industry. And next is market trends, identifying emerging market trends in the crypto industry. And this was what I shared about looking into the AI scope, the tokenization scope in your findings. So over here, next is low market capitalization, to look for projects with low market cap that are not yet big winners but have potential to be big winners in the coming time. Now, over here, all of these areas of information that have been shared are parts and parcels of the nitty-gritty that goes into performing basic fundamental analysis. So now, you don't want to, just because your idolo posted an asset on his status and told you to buy, or posted it on, you came across this Twitter influencer shilling this asset for you to buy, is not enough reason for you to actually buy that asset. Understanding some of these core principles and adopting them and utilizing them to take trade decision is the best bet you have, because the person who is giving you the call, you cannot attest or affirm the length of due diligence that has been or that had been performed to, and to what extent it was performed to be able to give you that trade decision. So now, next is we want to understand certain things, which is, oh, you now understand this baseline deliveries, and you've been able to maybe validate one token or one asset that fits into some of all of these factors that you have that we just walked over. Having a supportive community, a very solid team, a clear overview roadmap and use case of this asset, proper tokenomics, and when it comes to tokenomics, I'll share a couple of things that you would need to know. So please stick through to the end of this presentation to ensure that you get the best of what is set out for you to get on this discussion. So now, having overviewing all of this, some of all of those things, what's next is performing a little bit of next step due diligence, which is going through the project white paper to actually see the vision of this project, and this will help you in ways you do not understand. I will be sharing some of those ways in the practical walkthrough. Next is the website and social media presence, talking about their availability, their proof of work, because very well, for persons who are building something that's worthwhile, they would want to keep you in on it. They would not be working on a new phase of their project and they will keep short. No, they will make it known to their community, to their audience, so that persons who are interested in what they are building will involve and indulge in it, therefore getting, or pulling in some level of extra or external liquidity to help the project push to the next stage of development, and also help the asset price or value also go up in value. Next, we want to check on a couple of team interviews, marketing strides that these projects are taking, because the truth of the matter is, no matter how good the tech you find this project building is, if it is not known by the people who should actually use this technology by means of marketing, promotion, and collaborative efforts, then the potentials of this asset is most likely undermined. Because one thing you don't want to joke with in crypto is liquidity, attention, money. Where it goes, where the liquidity goes, that's where the attention goes, that's where the liquidity flows. That's like a popular saying in crypto. Then one next thing is you want to see the technical analysis. Most times persons undermine or overview the need for technical analysis when you are dealing with fundamental analysis. But I want to tell you that in over 6 years of doing this thing, the both of them kind of work hand in hand. You have to be able to know when to use when to use which, and how to use which. So to give you a little bit of understanding, I shared something earlier, I think on my Twitter handle, which was the difference between fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Now, fundamental analysis tells you why you want to buy this asset. Technical analysis tells you when you are supposed to buy this asset. Now, understanding technical analysis, even just a little bit to the basic level, is good enough, backed up with understanding fundamental research or analysis process, is good enough to help you do what you're supposed to do and get the results that you're supposed to get. So now, having talked about some of all of this strides, we are going to walk through some of the popular platforms to work with. I'm coming, please. All right, next is moving over to some popular platforms, tools that would help or aid your task, your journey. First on the list is CoinMarketCap. It's a leading cryptocurrency data aggregator. Next on the list is CoinGecko. Next on the list is CryptoSlate and Reddit. These are some of the platforms that you can also use in finding information, tokenomic based information, token unlocks, and certain other information about assets, and perform a couple of other due diligence. But now I'll be sharing a an additional sorry I'll be sharing two additional platforms that we are going to be using on demand live for this workshop, and walking you through on how you can perform research with these two platforms. But then, very well, please, if you have watched this video up until this time, you're doing well, you're doing a great job, and I'd like to let you know to stay through till the end of this video. We very well have a few minutes left where I walk you through the actual practical. We've just been talking. Let's go deep into some of the practical things that you need to know about performing research, fundamental baseline research, and finding altcoins that will do well. So stay tuned, stay tuned, and please also take note that you should ensure you watch this video till the end. Now, the reason why is because after a few days of promotions and pushing out marketing for this particular project, we will take this video down, because very well the information we are sharing to you is a costly information that you are getting for free. So very well, after a few days it will be taken down, and if you're watching it at this point in time, ensure you watch it through to the end so that you take home this secret information that we are sharing and shilling to you for free. Now, next is certain other potential indicators. Very well, there are no 100% guarantee in the crypto market to ensure that yes, this asset will do well 100%. But very well, a couple of all of these things, the technology around this project, the team, the work the team is putting out. Very well, if you know or see a project which their team is working, building, and delivering, you would very much know. Then next is the growing ecosystem. How do they collaborate, market, grow their community engagement? What is it telling you? These metrics are metrics that you don't have to snooze. They are very, very important metrics. The next is scalability and interoperability. This, when you talk about projects that are dynamic, that can switch. You have projects maybe moving from this blockchain to that blockchain. That is where your understanding of tokenomics, or reading through their white paper, comes through, because you would now understand the feasibility that is available with this asset that you are buying into. Then next and last on the list is the tokenomics and supply. Well, when you talk about tokenomics, there are a couple of things that go into it. Understanding basic demand and supply rules or laws is one thing that might at least help you understand tokenomics a bit more better. So now we've come to the end of this whole cha-cha-cha process, where I'm only showing you theoretical guides on how to perform fundamental research. Now, in the next 1 second, we are going to be switching this discussion to the practical session. So very much, please ensure and endeavor that you pay attention to what we will be sharing over here now. All right. First is, I talked about a platform to get access to information, and it's not like the other platforms I shared are not important, they are not good. They are very well, but then truth of the matter is, for me, this has been my preferred platform. Why? Because it helps me do what I want to do, or what I'm about to show to you, share to you, a bit more easy. And I'm not trying to like promote this platform or something, but I'm just sharing it because it's where I am fond with, and you should take a look at it. And that's the Coin Market Calendar. It's a calendar that keeps through on certain events ongoing in the crypto industry. And over here today, we have a couple of events that catch the eye for us over here. But now, here's the thing, this is where your time paid into research and understanding some of these things will come to play. So, very well, we can see that over here towards quarter one 2025, some of these activities are the activities that we have in view for some of the projects and crypto related blockchain activities. We have testnet activities, mainnet launches, release of new assets, and all of those. So now I'll be sharing two different examples on proper information to help you understand what I am looking to explain and guide you through today. But very well, one thing I want you to note is that not every information, not every event over here that's going on with this project, with this platform, is actually a guarantee that you are buying into an asset that will do well. Because the thing with trading analysis and research is that you have to work with a couple of pointers, a couple of confluence reasons backing your trade and investment decisions. So, but then, over through my expertise, I'm going to give you a little bit of sauce. Yes, and that would be looking to projects that are around the categories of mainnet launches, call out for testnets like this, and a couple of well valuable information. For example, we are seeing that in quarter one 2025, the GMT platform will be releasing a new way to spend tokens in real life to buy coffee, stuff like to buy coffee, and they'll be making updates in the Step N Go platform. So now, informations like this are informations that are very much important. Why? Because a token or a project is telling you that they are making it possible to spend their tokens in real life. Well, this is an information that will very much in time build the reputation of this brand and most likely expose them to a newer audience, thereby ushering in a new flow of liquidity and stuff like that to this project. So this is one way of validating, or some of the ways you validate the information you get over here to ensure that you are not just running after any asset. It takes time to decipher which of these information over here is actually important and would actually do well. But added with a couple of other factors that I'm also going to be sharing over here. For example, we are seeing the Wise Monkey platform launching their AI agent on BNB Smart Chain. While this might be a very, very solid, welcome development, let's check over here for the proof to this information. Okay, we can see the proof of this information, and let's see if we can get to the source proof of that information. And we can proof is coming from this is simply just a tweet saying installing AI agent quarter 1 2025 is 99% complete. Well, this is not enough reason for me to want to now go ahead and buy this asset. Why? Because the information wasn't even gotten on their major platform, and we can do well to go through their major platform and search or seek through if that material or information was very much valid. But we might not have the time to delve into this proper and figure out where this particular information can be going through. So, but then, now that I am on their platform, I can see very well that, oh, they are making measures about, or making mentions about some of all of these AI related activities. But yes, we are yet to see anything that's stating about the AI agent on their platform. So for me, this is most likely a no-go area, as the information here is one which is not 100% clear in the eyes to validate. So now, over here, we can see this for the GMT token, saying that they are looking at a way to spend tokens in real life. Now, we can check the source and see where this information is coming from. Alright, so over here now, we can see on their official Twitter platform where they are listing out a list of overview activities that they had for the year, I think in December 2024. And just around and about here, they were also sharing about new updates on Step N, and we cannot wait for the future and what it is to be expected in Q1 2025. And it said a way to spend tokens in real life. And now, here's the thing. Informations like this are very much important. Why? Because I'm sharing this to you as an insider talk. I run a brand, Divine Trade Hub, and at Divine Trade Hub, we do not have a token. There is most likely no intention of creating a token around that project at this point in time. But I would want to use that to share something. We do not have a token, and let's say we are looking at getting a new token or setting up a token, building out on a blockchain. This is something that would ensure we get to reach new heights and solve certain other issues, or based on whatever utility case the token was solved for. Now, what I'm about to share is this now. When it is time for projects or events or materials like this, brands often tend to take measures or strides to help them grow their visibility, grow their audience base, community counts, and this infuses in liquidity to these projects in one way or the other, causing them to experience an increment in value or price in that period of time. So now you are coupling these informations with the timing to take your trade actions or to take your trade decisions. And now the information you are coupling over here is that there is going to be a release of this new medium in the Q1 of the 2025 year, which is January, February, March. So very well, this 3-month period can be a period where, having known this information was updated 10th of December, having known this information, positioning yourself for a good or the best time to buy this asset during this 3-month period and a little bit beyond, to let price breathe and have it be that, oh, after these efforts and endeavors have been made and liquidity have been pulled into this asset, you give it time to yield. So let's say over and across the next 2, 3, 4 months, you are looking at buying into GMT and selling out ASAT when this whole delivery is out. Most likely you may want to hold for whenever. I like the GMT project. It's a project that I have history with, dating back from Step N in 2021, 2022. But what I'm sharing here is not a measure for you to buy an asset and hold on to it like it's your wife, partner, or your babe. It's basically a go-to approach that you can use in securing the bag, buying assets on time, selling them also on time, and ensuring that you don't lose. But now, this is not all. Why? Because, as I have shared, there are a couple of other things that go into understanding how to perform fundamental research. Now, I'm so sorry for anybody who joined this discussion waiting and hoping to learn on how to go to CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, do this, read that. No, basically because some of all of those things work, but how important they are to a short-term price reaction is little or has little or no impact, because most likely those are looking at the overview of this project. So now on GMT, if I want to check about the tokenomics of GMT, I would now indulge this project, the CoinGecko platform. Back on the CoinGecko platform. Now let's search for GMT, the name of the asset we are currently overviewing. All right. So first things first is talking about innovative technology and all of those. The GMT asset is one that fits into that criteria. Uh, Talking about community, the GMT asset is one that fits into that criteria also, because it has it has had its community stand by it for like 4 years now. Yes, the community is actually like a strong community. There are persons whom are continuously, consistently wavering support, undying support for these assets, despite whatever circumstances they might have battled out with these assets. So now, this is where the use of CoinGecko to overview the token economics or tokenomics of this asset come into play. And over here, we can see a market cap of 247 billion. Yes. And that's to say, for this asset, that is the total market capitalization of this asset currently, and that is a calculation of the circulating supply multiplied with the current price of this asset. Now, next is the 24-hour trading volume. This is to say that in a day we have this volume going out for this asset. So that's a good indicator that yes, persons are indulging and involving in this asset on a day-to-day basis. Now, next thing is this. Next thing is this. We can very well see the token total supply and the maximum supply over here, with the total supply being about 5 point. All right, over here we can see the total supply at 5.1 billion pieces and the maximum supply at 6 billion pieces. This is to say that in its entirety, the asset GMT would only have 6 billion tokens printed, and out of that, we already have a whooping 5.1 billion percent or count of these tokens already out in circulation, which is to say, now come close and understand the conjunction of those theoretical aspects and these practical aspects that we are sharing. So over here, they have a very good tokenomics. Yes, there's a very good tokenomics over here, and we can see that there is now scarcity of this asset because out of this amount of assets, we already have this in population, and this is the ones that we have in mining or coming out in mining. So extra effort into looking towards the roadmap on how they want to maybe unlock these new tokens or burn new already existing tokens or what have you would also give you a little bit of understanding on the basis of tokenomics that's going on here. But then one thing that's a very simple thing, like I shared, is the law of demand and supply, which is okay. We have roughly about 9 million pieces of this token to be supplied, to be created, to be minted. And you are hearing the brand telling you that they are making strides to have people purchase this asset in real life. So very well, that would create a new wave of demand, and already the assets that's left in and already the assets that's left to be supplied is already, minute. Therefore, this would most likely create scarcity in coming times, depending on which other or whatever other plans that they do have. Checking their roadmap over here, sorry, their white paper over here would give an information on certain other activities as I have shared, things around token unlocks and stuffs like it. Now, that is that for the use of the CoinGecko platform. But like I shared, it's not necessarily going to help with an immediate or nearby trading decision or trade action, because all of this information that you are getting here are information that are to help or aid your long-term price action. Now, moving into what we've seen, understanding using GMT as a case study, overviewing the information we had from them, and overviewing the price stats and a bit of the tokenomic information on this asset. The last but not the least is now a little bit of technical sprinkle on this to know exactly when would be the best time to buy and take advantage of this incoming stride that the brand has to make it possible for persons to purchase. So what can we see over here on the technical aspect of this asset, which is basically that it has been experiencing a price drop and is currently at a very, very low support point, which is the best point that you should be looking to buy this asset from, because you don't want to be buying this asset when it is up over here and having persons tweeting and commenting, tweeting about the price win, price gain, and all of those things. So taking a bet on this asset at this point in time where it is at its low price and with the fundamental backing that I had shared with you is a very, very powerful combo. But very well, as I have shared, this is also not a guarantee 100% that yes, every of such investment action and activity as this would yield very well. This was the same tactics and approach that was used in bagging Floki, in bagging FET, and these other altcoin calls that have delivered very, very, very solidly to the members of the Divine Trader community. So now here's the thing: you basically just have to familiarize with a little bit of technicals, understanding support, market structure, trends, to be able to now combine the both of those understanding in aiding your fundamental research decisions and your trade actions. So very well, you cannot deny that there needs to be an extra arm of skill, expertise, and maybe time, concentration, and attention paid into this thing to to be able to make it work. And that might be something that you who has sat out to watch this video do not have, talking about having the proper knowledge, the necessary skill set, and proper time to perform baseline research and market analysis on certain altcoins to know which altcoins to buy. Therefore, that's why you settle with buying anything that somebody else's puts out across on their Twitter, buying anything that your favorite influencer shields across to you in the hopes that yes, it will do well. I've got a solution for you. Allow me to introduce to you the paid version of the 10x Autism Workshop, which is a 2-month program that is aimed at catering for you if you are finding it hard with understanding how to perform basic market research, if you need guides on what altcoins to buy to do well in this incoming bull market, if you need a team of experts to provide you with signals, trade calls, and professional market guides, tips, and insights for this bull market. Well, the 10x Autism Workshop is for you. It is a dedicated program over the next 2 months from February through till March, where for 2 months we'll be preferring the individuals profitable trade calls for this 2-month period, a curated list of well-researched altcoins to buy that will 10x in this incoming bull market, weekly market insights, and also in these weekly market insights we'll be tutoring the attendees on risk management, trade psychology, and portfolio sizing to ensure that even as outsiders or persons who do not want to indulge in trading every time, they are set up with the right mentality, the right information, and the right tactics to help them take these trade decisions beyond just clicking the buy and sell button. And also we'll be providing them a walkthrough tutorial guide on how they can by themselves also perform this fundamental research, and they get access to our technical community experts whom have over the years through the previous bull market up until this period in time proven themselves worthy of delivery by providing the official Divine Trade Up community members with premium trade calls and profitable trade signals, as you can see, that has helped these persons benefit of the crypto industry. Well, when you talk about the 10x Autism Workshop, it's a whole lot of value that's bundled into one, talking about profitable trade calls, talking about a list of well-researched altcoins to buy, educational tutorials on how you can by yourself perform fundamental research or analysis, and also weekly market insights infused with tutorials on risk management, trade psychology, and portfolio sizing to ensure that you do this trading thing like a pro, even if you might not be a pro that way. Very well, this is you banking on the expertise and leveraging the skill set, knowledge of professionals whom have over the years yielded very good results from this whole trading industry. Now, the capped price for the 10x Autism Workshop is standing at $100 at this point in time. But very well, to you, my friend, who has taken up time to study through this material and watch up until this point, you are very much entitled to a 40% price discount on getting access to the 10x Autism Workshop paid version. Very well, this would now reduce the price from the 100,000 naira mark to a $60 mark. But then, mind you, this offer only lasts for the next 7 days from when you are seeing this information. So if you are looking at getting access to the 10x Autism Workshop and taking advantage of this discount code that is offered exclusively to you for watching this webinar, then click the link in the description for the redirect and be redirected to purchase the 10x Autism Workshop. And I would want to see you on the inside to ensure that you make the most of this incoming bull market and you don't snooze. Remember, who snooze now who lose. Thank you very much for your time on this discussion. See you on the inside. Remember, we only have few days left for the ongoing discount, and then price will revert back to the $100 price mark. Well, if you're looking at getting more, because I know and you know that there is more to what you have learned over here today, then do not hesitate. Take up your slots on this 10x autism workshop and see you.